Right, so I recently became aware of the NHS weight loss app. I didn't actually know it existed until I saw an advert on television, and it's it's talking about getting healthy, losing weight, and this app that brings all these huge benefits. The person who downloads it. So I just started to look into it, had a little Google, and it turns out actually the app is over a year old. I didn't even know it existed. So I thought, as the online weight loss experts, let's have a look at it, let's download it. Let's give you guys a review of the app, because there might be some people out there that are using it. There might be some people out there getting success with it. Might be some people that aren't getting success with it. Might be some people that are looking to download the app. So it makes sense that I give my expert opinion so that you guys can have an informed decision when you look at this as an option. Okay, so the app is called WeightLoss, which is a great name for a weight loss app. Does what it says on the tin, like Ron Seal, and it's free to download. Doesn't cost anything. So when you first download the app, it asks you to give your height and your weight. So you obviously your body weight in kilos or pounds, and your height in centimeters or feet in inches. Depends on if you're new money or old money. But the reason I ask you for that is it's going to spit out a BMI. And the BMI is a scale that's been used for a long, long time by doctors, NHS, also by health professionals. Not so much now, it's gone out of fashion a little bit, but it's something that's been used as a measure. Now, what it does, it takes your height and your weight, and it gives you a BMI score. So I think it's 0 to 30 something. The high end is morbidly obese, the low end is underweight. So the idea of this scale is it gives you an indication that if you are normal weight, overweight, obese, morbidly obese, or if you're underweight and lower. So it's kind of, the idea is that it gives you an indication of where you should be towards this normal weight, whatever normal weight is. So just to give you an indication, give you an idea, some context around BMI and why it's good and why it's bad. Well, BMI is great, I feel, if you are obese. If you're really overweight and you're looking to bring your score down from a 28, 25 into the normal range, it gives you like a good indication that actually, you know what, I need to sort myself out, I need to drop my body weight down. Where it becomes a little bit diluted and starts to not work so well is if you're more of a normal weight, and also if you have a bigger frame. So people say, oh, I'm big bone. Well, some people have big frames and they're naturally wide, big hips, strong structural skeleton. So they're quite heavy naturally, and might not necessarily be very tall. So just to give you an indication, I'm 5'9", I'm about 83, 84 kilos, and I'm towards the kind of obese end, which clearly I'm not obese. But that's the kind of score it can spit out. Now, the problem with that is if you're looking to start a weight loss program because you think you need to lose a bit of weight, or you're not quite sure where you are, it can really demotivate you to think that actually I'm down the obese end of things. It can really throw you out, when really probably you've only got to lose a little bit of weight to get back into a healthy range. So it's okay. It's not the way we do things, and it's not highly accurate, but it can be a way of getting an idea. And I kind of get the idea from the branding and the messaging at the moment from the government is it is an obesity crisis. I think it's 1 in 2 or something like that. Don't quote me on that. 1 in 3, maybe. I'll Google it and put in the notes. Are obese in this country. So there's an obesity crisis, and actually starting with kids now, and the food they're eating it's starting to go into the 10, 15s, 14s, 12s, and even 11-year-olds now. So it's the app's been created to help those people that are in that obese category. So I kind of understand why they use BMI. We don't use BMI. We find that a simple tape measure around the belly is a really accurate way of showing fat loss around the belly. And realistically, when you're looking at being obese and getting into a normal weight category, it's generally the belly measure around the top of the hips, where if you start seeing that number drop, all the health implications that sit up in this top end start to drop down. So anyway, BMI, and then what it does is it gives you a daily calorie allowance. So there's some information here about what calories are. You could sit on here for probably an hour or so and read all the stuff that's in there. Seems to be pretty good advice, things about alcohol, things about what calories are, what calories you should be having. Where it got a little bit strange for me was when I started to look at my daily calorie allowance. Now, at the moment, it's telling me I should be having 2,284. Now, based on how we do things and how we know we get results, that seems to be a little high. And also, if it's someone that's, you know, very unhealthy, someone that's not eating well, and they're looking to bring their calories down, I'm a bit dubious whether they're actually going to see results with that kind of daily calorie allowance. But, you know, I don't know the data on if this is working for people. So that's kind of the front end of what you see when you open the app up. There's different bits on there. There's kind of, you know, bits of advice on walking and get yourself moving. You can log your walking on there, which is good. You know, it's got a real good, you know, ability to track your daily activity. Talks about, you know, getting your fruit and veg in, which is great. Where there's a bit of a, you know, what also happens on the app, which is a bit strange, is that when you go into the kind of recipe section of the app, it actually gets you to download another app, which is called Easy Meals. So there's kind of two apps you end up downloading. You've got the weight loss app and then Easy Meals. And then what happens is when you click on the meal in the NHS app, it goes over to Easy Meals. I'm not sure who created Easy Meals. I'm not sure why there needs to be two and why it can't all be in one app, which might be a bit of an issue for people that are not very tech savvy anyway, to be jumping from app to app. Really, it could all be in-house. Maybe it's, I don't know, two different companies, who knows. So that was quite, you know, that's something that you should probably consider, whether you want to have two apps running at the same time to do the job of one app. Now, I've not used it over a prolonged period of time, used it for a few days, adding my weight in, adding my exercise, stuff like that. It's pretty user-friendly, it's pretty easy to use. What I did find quite alarming was that through the app and through the kind of back end of the app, and something you'll start receiving through emails, and they also advertise on the NHS website, is that when you sign up on this weight loss app, when you sign up on the NHS weight loss app and add your details in there, you are then eligible to have discounted rates. So you get a 3-month membership on Weight Watchers. You get a 20% discount on Slimming World, and you get 86 pence per week for Get Slim. So what I found quite strange is that you've created a weight loss app, which has got all the details in there to help you lose weight. However, you're given a discount on other weight loss solutions. So kind of, that for me kind of makes me feel like, well, you think the weight loss app doesn't work. So you're kind of edging your pets and saying, well, maybe try this. So I found that quite strange. And also what we know about things like Weight Watchers and, you know, Slimming World, as huge a brand as they are, the effectiveness can be questionable. And the actual percentage of people that get results, not only get results, but keep them, is very, very low. And actually, when you start to look at things like Weight Watchers, they create their business model on people coming in, doing 12 weeks, losing some weight, coming off, putting it back on again, and going back into the program. And I could name 5 people I know that have been on it for donkey's years and always done this yo-yo dieting. So I find that's quite a strange kind of way of doing things. It kind of, yeah, you kind of say, well, this is no good, so try that. Anyway, so what would be my kind of closing remarks on the app? I think it's something to try, it's something to download and have a go at. I'm a bit fearful that it won't work for a lot of people that download the app. I think that probably, as you'll see on the messaging, this is about obesity. This is about people that are really, really overweight. And from experience, I can tell you that not everybody that's in that obese category can just eat a little less and move more. There are some people that are really not going to get results from this, because we have clients where, you know, you need to start looking into different methodologies to get their weight moving, because there's metabolic damage, there's hormone issues, etc., etc. So it may work for some. I'm just a bit dubious of whether it works for everybody. And also, if you're in, you know, a slightly overweight category, you're looking to get a little healthier, again, I'm not sure that it's really going to be the tool for you. So kind of, you know, talking about the future of this and, you know, how do we combat the obesity crisis? It feels like, you know, the money that is being spent on apps and, you know, JVs with Weight Watchers and Slimming World, etc., 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 there really should be some kind of government funding that is given to individuals, which allows them to use experts, you know, us, gyms, people that are experts in not only getting you healthier through moving more and training in the right way, but also in giving you the right nutritional protocols that are going to not only help you to lose weight, but help you to keep the weight off. So it feels like it's a little bit of a, you know, a plaster over quite a big wound. And potentially, again, hopefully they start to post or start to release the, you know, the kind of results of this app. I've got a feeling it's not really going to do the job, and it's not, you know, it seems to be a little bit of a, okay, let's tick the box with this one. But anyway, that's my review of the app. If you download it, if you've got it already and you're having success or not having success, it'd be great to understand a bit more about that. So maybe stick it in the comments box. We'd like to, you know, interact and learn a bit more about your experience with the app. And yeah, brilliant. Hope you enjoyed it.